Offer on the table, just make sure you bring the pay.
Too much sauce, how I rock. Watch me drip out the lot. Me and Cuz at the spot, rolling pot, loading shots. Got a lot from the block, put in work, then I shop. If you try me for this night, boy, you gon' meet the Glock. Full Nick, riding round, probably one in the top. In my hood, what it is, boy, pull over, stop. If you fuck around, up shots and probably won't stop. This the life I live, pay the price you probably would not. I'm a hot boy, pop a bitch at Modelo time. We just about to drink, you don't need to bring out the wine. Hola mama, see the look at you, yeah, you so fine. I'm a rowdy rough boy, look at Blossom from behind. She couldn't close her mouth.
What's up, everyone? It is your gamer Val Cash here, joined by Marmar7.
What's up, guys? This is Marlon Morgan, aka Marmar7, the self-proclaimed Beast King of Chicago.
And today is gonna be an interesting thing. Alright, so I don't know if you heard, because you are in the Xbox community, about the PlayStation update with the party chat.
You know what? I will pretend I didn't hear about it, and we'll go along with it. Tell me about it.
Alright, so they updated it with a few things. If you guys listen to gaming podcasts, and yes, they covered it, and yes, you should already seen the differences. So it's like Discord, which is a good explanation I heard from someone. Can't really say who it was from because I can't remember. But anyways, you add the people in the group, and then those people in the group could join the party. Now, if it's open, it's only open for the group. It's not open for a random person that's not in that messaging. So you get the idea, right?
Okay, yeah.
And it's horrible. All right, I understand it, but I don't mind if the voice could be recorded. Okay, record the voices. I don't care. I mean, people ain't gonna link to me. You know, I'm an honest person. I said this in every episode. Well, almost every episode. I am toxic. Of course I'm toxic, because I'm comfortable with the people I'm with. You know, we joke around, we throw horrible jokes enough for me to be 25 to life or to death. But when it comes down to inviting people, that's not gonna stop the people from joining in the parties, you know. And like, I think it should be more of an end game thing, because in end game, that's when the more toxicness go out there, because everybody's hearing what you're saying, you know. It's more work to mute people in a public match than it is in a party, and at least the party leader could kick the person out. You know, that's the biggest benefit you could have for being party leader. And if you had somebody blocked, they can't join the party anyways. I tried that. I done it before. You know, I'm like, yo, I don't like this dude. You know, blocked him, never seen him again in my life. So I think PlayStation should have tripped on that one unless they're trying to do something different for the next gen, but that's not happening. Like, I'm done with PlayStation parties now. I don't even know what to do.
Man, that's pretty wild hearing that from you, man. Especially the show called Val versus Mar, and you used to praise quite a bit of the PlayStation, everything that's going on, but it seems like you're kind of switching the tone there a little bit, man. I'm a little shocked. I don't know how to feel anymore.
Because this is the first time they ever messed up so big, you know? And this is on them, you know? This isn't on anybody else, you know? You could blame the people that are, like, trying to prey on kids or whatever. I know people keep saying that, oh, you know, it's for the children gamers. Well, I mean, why are they in parties? And if you don't want your kids to meet strangers, then put them in a private match and then make sure that, you know, you check up on them, make sure the party has no one around, you know? Make sure the other kids are
Yeah, but you know,
kids.
parents aren't like
Moderating.
like
I know. So
yeah.
it's like, it can't be like, there's just no way, you know. But that's my heat of the week. What's up with you, Maya? You wanna explain anything? What's up?
There are a couple things that have been going on. There's some quite surprising things happening personally that I'm not going to touch on yet, but I will say, do not panic. Everything is going to be fine, and things are going to be looking up for a lot of us, you know, including me and you, which I'm pretty happy about. Other than that, within the gaming world, some interesting things have been going on. AOC. I keep on forgetting what AOC means. All I remember is Ocasio-Cortez. That's all I remember. That's how much I'm just like completely checked out of politics. But AOC, who is a Democrat, who is a known progressive Democrat, decided to have a Twitch stream, which I thought was very interesting.
No. It's a girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, there were a couple of Twitch streamers or just streamers in general, like Dr. Lupo, Pokimane, like a bunch of different people who were willing to play Among Us with her. And I thought that was pretty interesting because obviously, this is their way of trying to be progressive and sort of get a lot of the younger people in the conversation when it comes to voting in that, which is a great thing. Honestly, when it comes to politics, it needs to be more of a conversation rather than like the dumbass football sorority bullshit that we've been going through for many, many years, and it's just kind of annoying at this point because I'm not gonna, for myself personally, getting into it. I'm not gonna say too much on it, other than I'm in the middle when it comes to a lot of the things that have been going on, and especially with the candidates that we do have, I do not like anyone that is up there, but definitely somebody basically disqualified themselves for being a complete idiot, and the other one is only winning just because at least he can have coherent full sentences. So, with that being said, speaking more politics in video games, Arnold Schwarzenegger also did a Twitch stream as well, and there was a lot of hate and a lot of love within the comments, a lot of toxic stuff. You know how Twitch is, like Twitch.
Wait.
Oh, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everyone posted, "Get to the chopper!" All in
That would
Twitch
be
chat and
me.
everything. Like literally, it was pretty bad, man. It was kind of ridiculous.
Wait, is that
But,
bad? But like
yeah,
that's what
man.
he's known for.
Well, not only that, because you got to remember, he's a champion, like arguably one of the greatest bodybuilders ever. Um, one of the biggest action movie stars to ever have lived, and
Okay.
he's also a politician. Remember, he was the governor of California for a while.
I
Like that
did
is a
not know
huge
that.
thing. He went from the Terminator to the Governator. Like it was freaking hilarious. But yeah, for a long period of time, he was the governor of California, and he still brings up the conversation about politics and that, and the whole idea of what he was doing with his Twitch stream was more so just to have a conversation and telling people, hey, don't come in with the Democrat Republican mindset. Come in with an open mind and let's have a conversation. And honestly, that, like I said, that's what politics should be. It should be a conversation for the betterment of everyone rather than just a specific amount of people. And the world kind of turned into this whole like selfish political type thing where like everyone's all only talking about me and mine, when to be honest, even though there's a lot of jacked up things that happened within our history in America, it is time to progress and to make things even better. And the best way to do that is to have a conversation with everybody who wants to be a part of moving forward with everything that's going on within our landscape, especially as a country. So we'll see how everything goes. Big ups to Arnold Schwarzenegger for doing what he did. That was actually pretty awesome. I feel bad that he ended up reading through all the comments and saw a lot of the negative stuff because, I mean, let's be honest, it's Twitch anyway. If he thinks that was bad, imagine if he was playing Fortnite.
Okay. Yo, I would have to watch that. I would want to see how he is at Fortnite, man. But he was playing Among Us, you said.
Get to the circle!
Wait, was he playing Among Us or was he playing a different game?
No. He was just he was just chatting.
Oh, it
You
was
know how people
chatting?
have been using,
Okay.
yeah. You know how
Yeah.
people just use Twitch to just to like chat. He was just doing that.
Yeah, okay.
It was actually pretty good. It was well thought out. It was a very neutral conversation. It was really nice, and that's the type of politics I'm really into. Hearing more so of a conversation to make things better, rather than saying, "Well, screw you, your side sucks, my side's better" type of deal. Which I can't wait till this election is done. I seriously can't wait. Other than that, just working a lot. Of course, as you knew, Prime Week was last week. Um,
Yeah.
so how much Adderall and energy drinks did you have to drink in order to survive that week?
Lucky enough, I do not drink energy drinks. But I did
I
good. I
didn't
did
hear no
good.
about the Adderall.
I don't take. I
I'm playing.
can't take pills. G. My body rejects it. It's weird. But okay, so what you call it? Yeah, okay. So I didn't watch any horror movies this week.
Oh,
I played a horror game though. I played Phasmophobia.
All right.
It's a
The haunted house simulator thing, right?
yeah, that is spooky. Like you should get it. We should play it sometime. I'm playing it this Friday.
Right now I'm actually on Steam. Let me see if I can go ahead and throw that in the queue.
All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find something because I was trying to see if we could play Killer Instinct, but I haven't touched the game yet. I was going to, but then I got sidetracked it because I played the what did I play?
On the off note, I had to go pick up my Xbox.
Oh,
Headphones, please use
Oops.
air/.
I played
Thank you.
damn, how come I can't think of it? Not Among Us, but
Fall Guys.
it was Fall Guys, and then I think it was just Fall Guys. I'm tripping. Yeah, I just played Fall Guys. I finished Samurai
about to say.
Jack.
Okay. How'd you
Samurai
like the
Jack
game?
was pretty alright. It was decent. It was just this one part. It's this one enemy. It is so irritating. I forgot his name too, because it's been so long I watched it. But he
Aku?
no, it's the other. You know the enemy.
There's a
Aku?
bunch of enemies, and
The-
all of them basically stem off of Aku.
Oh.
So essentially,
So-
they're all Aku, but
it
like
looks like
they're in
his-
different forms.
It looks like his brother or cousin. He's the one that flies. He has a cape, and that's the annoying part is that he flies. Like he's just in the air, and I had to jump and hit. And
It's
that
funny
is-
because I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember the name.
And then like that was the most irritating part because you fight him like 3 times. On the third time, I was my first time I ever died. If it wasn't for him, I probably went through the whole game without dying. I played on easy too, and the reason is
Interesting.
that is because I'm trying to speed through my backlog. Because right now
Right.
my next game before Cyberpunk is gonna be Fairy Tail.
Okay.
Oh, and I played Road Company. I won my
Oh,
first
how'd
match.
you like it?
That game is fire. Oh my god, the sound of me running and then aiming in the gun, like all that sound effect, amazing. I love it. I want to play more of it.
Man, I too ended up playing Road Company. I think I was telling you about it like last week or the last time we did a show. How I was really into it and I was going back to back wins, and then fortunately I picked up not calling him out or anything, but I picked up Fell 6 and Hero Spartan and threw him on the team, and they didn't like the game so much to the point where
Oh
we
yeah,
ended
you
up
did say
losing.
that. You said it on the last podcast.
Very, very, very unfortunate.
Dude, we
Guess
should
we're on
link
my
up.
win streak.
We got.
Yeah, man, no
Dude,
doubt.
I guarantee you.
Who do you main so far?
I only used the first guy with the pilot helmet. I don't know his name.
Oh, you're talking about Demo, the guy who blows stuff up?
Yeah, he has a machine gun, right, as a class.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, because I know some.
Like his
classes have
special
it.
is like a grenade launcher or whatever.
I don't know. I didn't get to use it. I probably didn't find out about it. Like I upgraded.
Yeah,
He had a
that's
shotgun and a
Demo.
machine gun, and I've been for some
That's
reason.
Demo.
Oh, Demo. Okay, so I did some good investment with the money. I was a little bit angry at the randoms because there was a time that we could have had just won that round because like they were too close, and then I'm thinking like
Bro,
if
I know what you're talking about.
they like our technique was so amazing. Only one other guy picked up my technique, and I was so happy because we actually won that round due to it. It's great.
That's
I'm not
what's
gonna
up.
spoil it because I'm gonna keep that technique until other people pick it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I love that game so much. This is like my new It grabbed me
It's your new addiction
faster.
right now.
Yeah, because it grabbed me faster than Apex. I'm gonna keep it real.
Nice.
So.
Honestly, that's the very same feeling I ended up getting to. It did grab me a lot faster than Apex. And Rogue Company is actually a really good team-based game. One of the guys who runs the Twitter, his name is Scott Lucier. For those who are old school, you recognize that name? Because that is AKA Gandhi. Gandhi is a former Halo 2 pro. And he's also in charge of what people know as the Gandhi Hop within the Halo franchise. And he's won multiple championships. He's best known for running with the team known as Carbon, which that was Carbon, Ghostiami. I mean that was Gandhi's Gandhi, Ghostiami, Shockwave, and Karma. And Karma actually was during the time like one of the more popular guys out there because one, he was the 1v1 goat. No one was able to beat him. And two, like he was like one of the first like big time black kids that who were playing in console gaming and like completely dominating everyone. And for me, like that actually motivated me into getting into Halo. That's the reason why I started playing Halo. In fact, I based a lot of my skill off of the way how he would play, and it sort of like branched off and implemented more of a team style rather than just being like solo dolo trying to destroy everyone. Even though I basically do that still, but huge shout outs to Gandhi, aka Scott Lucier, who is in charge with updating everyone on what's coming. He oversees the ranked, he oversees the balancing, he oversees everything in the competitive aspect of that game, and that couldn't have been like a more perfect job for him because he does have the resume to back up that he knows what the hell he's talking about. So huge shout outs to him. I'm so glad he's a part of not just Rogue Company, but High Res Studios in general. Because High Res Studios, if you don't know, they also have the other games under their belt. They have Paladins, and then they also have Smite, which a lot of people are like, "Oh, okay, that's the League of Legends clone," and that's the like Paladins came out before Overwatch, and Smite came out like right around, literally around the same time League of Legends did. So people who say that they're copies of each are kind of bullshitting themselves.
Heck nah.
Speaking of freaking amazing updates on games and whatnot, did you see the new trailer for Destiny 2's Beyond Light DLC that's coming out?
No, I did not.
Oh my god!
Boy.
So Bungie's like, okay, we're just gonna take off the gloves and we're gonna have fun with this. And everything that we've seen within the trailer, the new boss, which I ended up putting a comment on the official channel on YouTube for Destiny 2, saying like, oh, yet another ass that we're gonna wear as a hat. Because the main big bad, what she's doing, she's a fallen character, but she now contains the power of the darkness, and I believe her fallen house, because there's different factions in the fallen lore. Her house is known as the House of Salvation, and if you paid attention through Shadowkeep and you played through the campaign, at the end of it, you saw like a clone version of yourself, and that was basically the darkness talking through you, telling you that we're not your friend, nor we are your enemy. We are your salvation. And Aramis, who's the new enemy that we're going to be fighting in this new DLC, she actually gained control of the darkness's power. So the new abilities that we're getting, she's also going to have those abilities. She's going to be able to run the stasis as well, and we're going to have to use our shit to go against hers. It's going to be so much fun. I saw my boy Varix. Shout outs to his mama. His mama's fine as hell.
Nah, you didn't. Hell nah. I'm gonna say what back to nah, I can't know. I was gonna be like, oh, so yeah, so since you can't get any girls, but that's false. You're gonna have to steal others. But that didn't work.
And but 100%, if you, because you know how like a lot of the times I'm playing Destiny with the boys, one of the guys, Donster Dan, I've been playing with him for so long because I got him into playing the first Destiny, and he joined right around the time when Varix was a character that got added into the lore, and that was during the House of Wolves DLC back in like almost 2015, and we made a joke on he was probably like a mama's boy, and like he does all this, and like his mom's probably proud and everything, and then we started having the conversation of, you know what, I bet his mom's fine as hell. So then we went into a crazy conversation about that, and then it turned into like a bunch of mama jokes where it's like, when we really can't think of nothing else witty to really say, we just bring up, oh man, like this giant cavern reminds me of Varix's mom, and it's like
Yeah, wildly.
Yeah, that so if you ever hear us talk about Varix's mom within the chat while we're playing Destiny, that's exactly why. So
Dude, I haven't played that. I haven't touched that game in like a good month.
Bro, man, there's so much greatness happening.
Can't.
They're doing a good job of redoing the beginning so that people can have a better time of understanding what the hell's going on. I'm actually gonna start over one of my characters. I think I'm probably gonna start over my Warlock, just cause like I'm gonna take all of his like equipment and throw it into the vault and then just play as a warlock
Bro, how would
again
you
now.
have the time? Do you not have a backlog or what? You don't have any other games you're interested in?
Oh yeah, I plenty. Dude, you know me. I play multiple games at the same time. Like I'll be playing Destiny and Yu-Gi-Oh at the same time. Like right now, I'm playing Temtem and Yu-Gi-Oh as we're having this conversation.
Wait,
So,
what's the first game?
Temtem.
Temtem.
That is yeah. Remember when you for those who didn't know, Viocast was gracious enough to actually get me a Steam card, which I was so happy about. And with that Steam money that he ended up giving me, I ended up buying a game called Temtem.
Oh,
Now, for
that's
a
right.
lot of
That's that
people,
Pokemon, that
yeah,
bootleg
yeah,
Pokemon
yeah,
game.
a lot of people call it like a knockout version of Pokemon, but it's actually a very fun game. And now that I have a PC, I'm actually able to get more into it. It's still really good. It's still like very vibrant community and everything, man. Like it's actually a ton of fun, and I love it because of the challenge. Pokemon doesn't give me a challenge anymore. I can play pretty much every recent Pokemon game blindfolded and know exactly what the hell I'm doing.
Hey,
So
welcome to the PC Master Race. Haha.
little by little. I don't think you guys are gonna like me. You're probably gonna like unaccept me and like send me back to the Xbox world, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh my
Uh,
God! Speaking of sending people to different worlds, Twitter beef. I know I usually do this on my gaming detective one, but this one's just real quick. S- Someone said that we should throw he some guy, I guess he was saying about, because you know the Xbox community is a little bit more toxic on the racial side, right? Let's just be honest. um
no. That's the PlayStation side. Why know
but
why no? And I'll give you an exact reason why. That you can go back to what you were saying.
okay,
Exact reason why I would say that it's probably more racist on the PlayStation side because how often do you hear a bunch of Japanese guys playing with you guys?
that's more of a server thing.
No. That's not a server thing because they're capable of playing whoever the hell they want, but they keep closed away from you guys because all y'all are trash and they know it.
Nah, we don't even play the same games
So
as
you want to
them.
talk about racism? They basically treat you. They basically treat their servers like they treat their country. They don't like foreigners.
Well, hold ups. They love foreigners, alright, because they're just tired of seeing the same people. But it's like Microsoft, alright. It's like let's say Xbox, because they're here built in America. You're not gonna see them in Japan. In Japan, PlayStation's built there, so obviously you're gonna see everybody
I don't know,
hyping.
man. I play Fantasy Star Online too on my Xbox, man. There are quite too many Japanese players I've been playing
There's
with.
like a,
They're freaking dope though.
it's probably like a 10% out of the
Shut up!
country.
No, that's definitely not 10%. That's like damn
It's
near 90%. You have any idea
definitely
how
10.
popular that game is in Japan?
Have you not seen? Remember our last host? I mean, our last co-host, Greatest Gamer, when he went out there.
Yeah,
He
we
went
were
to.
having that conversation,
He
but
went to.
when it comes down to games, like that one game is the exception. The reason why is because that game franchise is so popular that they're willing to play it on just about anything. And since it's not on PlayStation, they have to play it on the Xbox. That's one of the only few games that they will ever choose on the Xbox, mainly just because they don't have much of a choice because it's only on that console.
You're right, cause that one small little section that's like not even. It's like when you go to the checkout line, you know, and there's like that chocolate section. It's that literally that's the Xbox section over there, and it's probably gonna only have that one or two Japanese games. And since Microsoft purchased did they end up purchasing a Japanese company or no?
I
I don't
believe
recall.
they did. I gotta go back and talk about it.
All
Oh
right, so
man.
let's say if
Oh,
they
go ahead. What you were saying?
okay, so let's say if they did, right? And I'll go
Mhm.
back to the part what I was gonna say on Twitter. Then there's gonna be a little bit bigger stock. They're probably gonna expand it a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, so I just said like that guy. Anybody who we don't want in the gaming community, just push them to Stadia. Like no one's gonna bother Stadia, honestly. Like
No one's gonna miss him either.
yeah, that's like jail time for gamers, honestly. But
No, man,
yeah,
I think
okay.
it's unanimous, and everyone knows within the gaming community, Stadia is just plain trash. And the reason why it's trash is because they didn't really think out everything that they were doing, and it's pretty much like hacking into Ethot's Snapchat account and seeing all of her nudes and all of her sex videos and stuff. It's just complete trash, and it's like, why are you even wasting your time? Like Pornhub exists, people. Like the reason why I bring that up because like there are other things that exist. You know, Xbox exists, PlayStation exists, the Switch exists, PC exists. Like
That's
Mobile
it.
gaming
Oh
exists.
yeah, my fault. I forgot mobile. Mobile, we accepting you because we need a bigger army.
Yo,
But nah, mobile games
honestly,
are
mobile
lit.
army is the biggest art. That's the biggest army right now because I mean, look at all the games that a lot of people are playing. You got the AFK Battle Arena. You have Raid Shadow Legends. Oh my god, I can't even believe I just said that coming out of my mouth.
Wait, hold
It's
on. Is
still the
that true?
huge.
Honestly, I've never seen anybody playing Raid of Shadows.
I actually know quite a few people who play Raid Shadow Legends, and I look at them in complete disdain and disgust because it's like, why
I would have
are you
asked
playing a
them,
gotcha game?
did you buy in game currencies? Cause they keep
Yeah,
funding
they do. They do.
ads, and I'm like, how much are these people really promoting
Dude,
this?
they keep on. Not only are they getting ads in that, but they're like getting all these people that they're sponsoring and stuff. I'm like,
And I
yo,
know that damn well the people that's sponsoring isn't playing it. You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel like they're just like saying it because it's a meme at this point. It's like you're on YouTube, you have to do a quick ad like for
Oh,
30 seconds about Raid
somebody
Shadow
typed
Legends.
the whole thing out and then copy and paste it, and then it's just spreading through our Discord. I laughed so hard when I got it. When I got it, best believe I was sending it to everybody.
Raid Shadow Legends. Oh my god. But
And I've
yeah, I mean,
asked,
going back into the whole thing, like the mobile gaming market is probably the biggest market right now, and that's a testament to like a lot of people wanting to have that super convenience of just pulling out your phone and just playing whatever games on there. Me, I'm different. I like playing emulators mostly on my phone. Obviously, I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which I actually stopped playing now for a while. The reason why I stopped playing it is because, well, now that I'm on a PC, like, what's the use for me even playing any mobile games when I could just literally play it on my PC? So that's just like my main
facts.
gamer mentality on that point. And I mean, more power to everyone that still plays games on their phones and that, because honestly, that's where a lot of the money's going. Like a lot of the reason why companies like EA, which by the way, I'm gonna have a little conversation about those assholes.
Oh boy.
um the reason why EA goes through the microtransaction situation that they're going through now is because they see the mobile format and they're like, oh man, we want to try to replicate this, but instead of giving people a free game, we're gonna make them pay $70 for this game now. So should I stop my rant on them now or later?
About EA?
Yep.
Cause I gotta talk about the ads.
Yep.
Okay, let's go. I want to hear it. Act like I didn't hear about that. I want to.
You know what? No. First, I'm gonna let you say what you need to say about them because I'm getting real comfortable for this. I'm putting because I'm going in balls deep on them,
Oh
man. I'm putting
damn.
on some baby oil.
Okay,
I'm gonna put
so
on some R&B music in the background. I'm gonna go in hard.
I knew the time would have come. Cause honestly, I heard it on another podcast. Forgot which one again. Cause I listened to many. They said, "What if video games started to have ads just because of the prices going up?" And then I'm like, "Nah, that's impossible." But boy, oh boy, I did not expect this to happen so early. Now, remember back in the day when Sony did a little layout in VR, how VR ads would look like if they were like in the top or bottom, like those
Yeah.
sites with the free movies or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, and they said, "Oh no, we're not gonna do that. We just made a plan of that." Suspicious, very sus. But then I'm thinking like that's like paying for a movie theater ticket, and you get all those previews in the beginning because you want people to make it to watch the beginning of the movie, but it's like in the mid of the movie you're gonna hit an ad. Like nobody is gonna want to do that, and especially for gaming. And it doesn't bring the nostalgia too, because in a real life basketball game you're gonna get ads, but this isn't real life. Like it's a game, there shouldn't be no ads. They are tripping, and I'm curious who's actually gonna support that, because don't I think it would might hardly probably hurt the business, but people are not gonna be happy with it.
Okay. Okay. So is that all you got to say about them right
Yeah,
now?
that's all I gotta say. Yeah, you could go with your bullets.
All right, you dumb, stupid motherfuckers. How dare you make me try to spend even more money than what I already spent on fucking bullshit that you've been selling us for the past 12 fucking years? First and foremost, I haven't been playing a single fucking sports game, mainly because of this dumb bullshit. For the fact that they literally regurgitate the same shit over and over again and make you pay $60 a year for a slight fucking roster update. First of all, for the people who go out and like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm throwing everyone under the fucking bus for it too. My older brother as well, even though he fucking realized it a few years ago that this shit's just fucking bullshit. You're a part of the fucking problem for a good while too, bro. I'm sorry to say, but all y'all motherfuckers are stupid as fuck. Like, you have no fucking idea like how fucked up the gaming community is now because you guys decided, oh, you know what, whatever, it's just $60, and then you go and you buy the fucking EA game for $60, whether it's fucking FIFA, NHL, Madden, fucking the NBA Live bullshit that they had that they try to go and compete against 2K, which is dumb as shit, by the way. Fucking, you go out, you buy EA Sports game, right? And let's say going all the way back in 2005 when the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 were like, you know, the thing that everyone was trying to jump on. You know, when you look at the graphics in between the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox going into the 360 and PS3, you can see a significant difference there. So that makes sort of sense right there. So then moving into the next generation, you have the 360 and the PS3. So during that time, what do you have? You have Madden 7, Madden 8, 9, 10, 11, and fucking 12. Well, did they have 13? Yeah, they actually had 13 as well. So going into that whole situation, look at all of those games. What is the major difference between all of those games? I'll tell you exactly what it is.
A little
They
bit
change the logos. And not even the graphics, because to be honest, they go from looking shitty to just slightly polishing them. So if you're gonna put a decent coat of paint and then add a new fucking update on the roster, which literally a bunch of other games have been getting for fucking years for free, for the most part, and then you guys are, oh man, they got the new team on there, man. I gotta go on, but no, you don't. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to fucking buy it, you fucking ass. Oh my god, man. People are so fucking done with their money. It makes no fucking sense. Like I said, I was also a part of it one time, and I'm throwing my older brother under the bus on this shit. In fact, I'm even throwing my little brother under the bus on this shit because he's just as fucking retarded as well when it comes to buying games. I've always done my very best just to nod my head and be like, all right, cool. You guys are playing Madden. That's awesome.
Okay, but
one of my main rules when it comes to one of my main rules when it comes to sports games, if I can do it outside, what the fuck am I gonna do it inside the house?
Well,
I can go into an MMA match. All I have to do is just fucking train. I can play fucking pick up basketball, football, baseball. I can play all of these games literally outside. Last I checked, the Covenant is running out around outside, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this battle rifle inside of a Halo game and shoot everything in the fucking face. Like, and whoever tries to make the dumbass argument, oh well, you fucking play like Call of Duty and Halo, aren't they all the same? No, they're not the fucking same. As a matter of fact, if you want to bring Halo up and try to say that that's the fucking same since Halo 1, you're more fucking retarded than I ever realized. Because look at the original Xbox and the way how the original Halo came out. The way how those mechanics work, they aren't the same fucking mechanics in any other Halo game. No matter what anyone fucking says, no matter what they try to take out from the first Halo and put it into the latest fucking Halo they could possibly put, none of those games are the fucking same whatsoever. The graphics are completely different. The game mechanics are completely different. The AI is completely different. The maps are everything in that game is completely fucking different. And on top of that, between Halo 1 through 3, we had about a 3-year fucking jump between games. So then that was also, hey, you know what? It's been 3 years. I'm going to spend another $50/$60 on the next game just because they made that much of a significant difference. And you know what? The game feels fucking better at this point. Even going into the newer Halos, like, okay, we have about a 2-3, well, I mean, besides the Halo Infinite game, like we have about a 2-3 year difference in between games. And then on top of that, you see how everything is. Like, no Halo game is the same. All you really have that's really the same generally would be somewhat of the controls. But even when you look at the controls for each game, play the Master Chief Collection. Play every Halo game and press every fucking button. Is every fucking button the same? No, not at all. the reload button ends up changing throughout the games. The fucking jumping mechanics change throughout the games. We get fucking Spartan abilities and all this other crazy shit by Halo 5. It's completely different from every other Halo game that we've ever touched. Halo Infinite looks to be exactly the same because last I checked, a fucking grapple hook it was never existing in any other Halo game unless you were a fucking modder and you played it on the PC. That's the only time you can ever actually say that you've actually played a grappling hook on a fucking Halo game. It's if you're a modder and you played it on the fucking PC. That's literally it. Even when you're going into Call of Duty, for as much as I do not like Call of Duty because it does feel samey, when it comes to the differences in between the games, at least there's more of a significant difference between Call of Duties compared to the fucking sports games. Because when you look at it, we have 3 different companies making the fucking Call of Duty games. You have Sledgehammer, you have Infinity Ward, and you have fucking Treyarch. Right now it's Treyarch's turn. They're more so in the competitive side and trying to make things a lot easier and balanced for a lot of people. And the game's going to feel a lot more arcadey versus the last year's game, which actually felt more realistic. You had a lot of crazy sound, different sound suppressions, everything going on. Everything sounded ultra realistic. If you played through the beta this past weekend, or if you played through the alpha, you end up realizing that there's an extreme significant difference in between the way how the game works, the way how the health is working, the way how the mechanics actually feel. Like it feels, you feel arcade Call of Duty rather than realistic Call of Duty right now. And that right there justifies the difference in between the games of, oh, you know what? And on top of that, it's going to be a next gen game. I'm going to jump into the whole thing because I usually wait like a Call of Duty or 2 in between, and then I get a new Call of Duty. But since I see that there is a huge significant difference in between Modern Warfare and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and on top of that, it's going to be next gen. I'm actually going to be moving into getting Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And on top of that, I'm actually going to be running an esports team on that. More on that on a different time. I'm actually spoiling something right now. But going back into the people who fucking play EA sports games, fuck you all. It's because of you we have all of these bullshit ass microtransactions and AAA games. Mobile games are perfectly fine. They can run with that shit. But for the fact that EA kind of thought, oh, man, we're going to try to sneak this shit into our games just to see if anyone's going to notice. Okay, fine. You go and you spend $60 on a fucking Madden game. Man, you can't play online. Why you can't play online? Because if you try to go in ranked, you try to go against other people, you don't have the ultimate team. In order to play ultimate teams, you got to spend an extra $10 plus another fucking X amount of money you're gonna end up throwing to the game. You already made the game $60. They already made the game $60. They're gonna make you pay another $10 fucking dollars just for you to have a slightly better roster online. Does that make any sense to you whatsoever? If I was playing a fucking Halo game and in order for me to use a battle rifle, I had to spend $10 in order for me to use the battle rifle online, I'd be livid as fuck right now. Like, that's how fucking retarded that shit sounds, people. You don't understand because, hey, you fucking fell for this shit for who knows. Since 2005. Every fucking meta game has been the fucking same since 2005. I don't give a fuck what you guys say. They add one fucking extra mechanic and fucking update the roster. Whoopie fucking do. Like, how does that make it better than the last game? Like, honestly, be honest with yourselves. How the fuck does that make it better than the last game? Like, it's thanks to you guys that this entire fucking gaming community has been fucking gone to shit now. Everything's going to be costing 70, 80, 90, 100 fucking dollars. At least with games that I know I can spend that much money on because I know how much time and care that actually gets put into it, I know where my money's going. Forza Horizon, I don't give a fuck what version of it comes out because I already know this because this is how loyal I am of a customer. I am to them. I know that their car updates, that they're different maps, that they're different seasons, their different outlook and everything, how everything works in that fucking game franchise. I know it's going to be different from game to game. Where everything that's going on in Forza Horizon 1 is completely different from Forza Horizon 4. At the same time, I know I'm willing to put my $100 for the Ultimate Edition so I can get all the extra expansions that they end up adding later on to make the game a lot more fluid and more of a fun experience. And on top of that, like great freaking music list, great events, amazing graphics, and you know what, even with the latest DLC that ends up coming out, because like look at the way how they did like Forza Horizon 3 for example, or even 2, because Forza Horizon 2 had the Fast and Furious expansion, and then freaking Forza Horizon 3 had the Hot Wheels expansion. Forza Horizon 4 had the Lego expansion. Last I checked, none of those are in any of the other fucking games, but they ended up changing it into a much like more enjoyable experience, a more fluent experience that everyone can sit there and enjoy and have a great time. For as long as I was playing Forza, like I could just turn on that fucking game and just have a drag race for like hours on end and not even touch a single fucking race. Like that just goes to show how much fun I can have with the game without actually fully playing the game. You know, and it's not like, oh, I'm going to go and buy these extra cars and these cars are more better. No, as a matter of fact, all the best cars are still within the base game. So if you want to get all the best cars, just play the base game. If you don't want to get any of the extra stuff, hey, just so happens either A, you spend the $60 on the game, or actually it's like $20 now because it's actually a lot cheaper, or B, you get it on Game Pass like a smart person would, and you'll be able to play that and you'll be perfectly fine.
Facts.
So there's a huge difference in between how much shit that I spend on my fucking games and how much bullshit you guys throw at fucking EA and Madden and fucking every EA sports game. They, you know what? And 2K's included in that shit too. Fuck you guys for even going through this fucking stupid bullshit. And then on top of that, literally copying and pasting your games for the past few years and every fucking game journalist that has been calling them out and all these fucking fanboys who fucking suck the dick of both fucking Activision and EA needs to go fucking sit on a spiked dildo and fucking hammer themselves real fucking good. Because it's because of those motherfuckers that we're actually going through this entire situation right now when it comes to the payment of fucking video games right now. Oh man, I have to spend $70 on a video game now. What's the real significance of us? And I even brought this up when Greatest Gamer was on. What's the real significance of us going from $60 to $70 on a fucking video game? We're not going to see any type of significant difference for the next 3, maybe 4 years.
Wait. So are you saying if EA wasn't so money hungry, other games wouldn't be this spiked up?
Yes, the reason why they feel like they're more than capable of going the extra mile because they see that the casual consumer will easily throw as much money as humanly fucking possible. Like people literally spend hundreds of dollars on Ultimate Teams.
I would feel like the price would have gone up regardless.
No, not at all. I guarantee it wouldn't have gone up as fast and as ridiculous. Now, on top of that, I'm spending $120 to $180 on a fucking sports game. Why in the fuck am I getting advertisements in my shit?
Oh yeah, so like I wonder how that works. Cause okay, so they do bring in live music, right? So
that
like
see, look, when it comes to the licensing and that's all on the developers and the way how they end up making the deals. Usually, it's EA just throwing a shit ton of money and saying, "Okay, here you go. We make the licenses. Oh, we bought the licenses, so then we'll be able to have your soundtrack into our game." And then that's all said and done. But then when it comes to adding advertisements, like, why is this shit turning into a fucking YouTube video at this point? Why am I look? I'm in the middle of a fucking UFC 4 match. Why? And yeah, they took this off, but why was there fucking commercials in the middle of my, like, why are you trying to give me the quote unquote authentic experience of fucking watching a fucking sport, like a sports match? Like, no, that's not how the fuck that goes. I'm playing a game simulator. Let me simulate the fight through the game. I don't need the entire experience simulated within the game. Part of the reason why I'm playing the fucking game is so I can ignore all the fucking real life bullshit. But if you're adding a bunch of shit like that into my game, you're breaking the experience. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? You have no idea how fucking annoying this shit is, man. It's only gonna fucking get worse too. When it comes to fucking sports games, man, it like they could all fucking go.
I gladly.
And all you lazy fucks who fucking sit there and don't even fucking play sports for real, you need to go and fucking pick up a basketball, go over to fucking export and play a fucking pickup game. I'll meet you over there and fucking beat you in 1v1 too, bitch.
Well, damn. But okay, so like you think it's just for the old gens? Because then the new gens, you heard about the load times, right? It's like hella seconds.
I don't care, even if the load times are fucking fast. It makes no, like, the excuse that they have that, oh well, it's to cover the load time. No, it's not, because during the UFC 4 game, before they ended up taking out the advertisements because everyone was finally fucking complaining about the shit, they would literally show them once the match started, and you can literally still control your characters as the advertisement was still fucking showing in front of your face, blinding both players.
Oh, and then this one you can't. This one you can't edit your character while the advertisement is going, which is so weird because since we know that there's a way to do it, they just didn't want to do it.
Exactly.
So that's goofed. They gone goofed.
EA has gone fucking extremely lazy on their games, and this is fucking crazy to even say because when it comes down to it, the people who ended up making Star Wars Squadrons, like, more power to you guys. I wish you were not under the banner of fucking EA, because you guys made an amazing game, a great experience, and you know what? It harkens back to the olden days of playing both the X-Wing and TIE Fighter series, and also Star Wars Rogue Squadron, which is one of my favorite games growing up. Like, that is an amazing fucking game. Star Wars Squadrons, if you guys do not know, it is a flight-based Star Wars game. You're basically flying X-Wings, TIE Fighters, TIE Bombers, Y-Wings, B-Wings, V-Wings. Like, you're playing as a Star Wars pilot. You're not going through the fucking Jedi bullshit, because fuck all of that, because they ruined the fucking lore with that, by the way. And fucking just enjoy the Star Wars part of Star Wars. The game is absolutely amazing. The number one thing I would definitely say, if you have like a PlayStation, like the VR, the PlayStation VR, if you have anything VR, I highly recommend you to get that game and play it on VR, because it is absolutely amazing, and it's 100% a reason to go out and buy VR games, because it makes you truly feel like you're in a cockpit of an X-Wing or a TIE fighter, and it absolutely amazing. So that's literally the one game I would actually applaud right now that came out this year when it comes to EA. Last year I would say it was Apex Legends, because hey, they're like, hey, what if we take the Titanfall series and take out the Titans of Titanfall and just have a crazy ass battle royale? That's essentially what it is. I mean, to be honest, I still like Titanfall as a series. Titanfall 2 is still one of the greatest games to actually graze this generation that's about to pass. And Apex Legends, it's a decent battle royale that's actually a lot of fun for a lot of people. A lot of great Halo players, such as like Snipedown, ended up moving to playing competitive on Apex. I'm real happy for him, because he's doing a great job over there and being a really great representative when it comes to a pro gamer. And that's another EA game that's under their belt. Another game that they had under their belt that came out last year was the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which was another amazing game. That's another Star Wars game that had a great experience, a great part of the story within Star Wars lore, which is great. Every other fucking game can eat a dick. And the people who fucking buy all the sports games, like I said, they too can fucking eat a dick. You can kick rocks. I don't care.
But that's what they all
I don't
probably-
care what the controversy is at this point. Like, if you guys are really upset, if any of you watch this and you're upset, you go in the comment section, you start bitching and complaining.
Well, no,
Just-
go to the Twitter.
just
Go
eat
to
a bag
the
of
comment
dicks.
section. I didn't make that. I did not make that assumption. As a disclaimer, all I'm saying is that
Hell, go on my Twitter feed and complain there, and let's see how much water you can fucking hold in your cup.
I think
Your holy ass fucking cup.
because I noticed, like, I could go through a person who plays sports games, and all they do is play sports and Call of Duty. Like, that's the only two games they really play.
And to be honest, that makes sense, because the casual consumer, usually when it comes to playing video games, they like playing games that are fast and easy. When it comes to sports games, you can play a quick pickup game, go through a super easy, fine. You can go ahead and jump on pubs and Call of Duty, play a quick match, and then you're pretty much done with that.
So yeah, it's most of the consumer's fault.
Like I said, fuck the motherfuckers who've been going out constantly fucking buying EA or fucking sports games in general, because I will definitely say that the flagship runners, when it came to upping the prices on video games and like adding extra microtransactions and knowing that they'll be able to get away with the shit, is because of sports games, because they're the ones who started it within within our console hold, within the landscape of PlayStation, Xbox, and PC and shit like that. Like, they're the ones who started it, and they wanted to follow the fucking mobile format, up to the point where literally every single fucking game that EA touches that usually has microtransactions. Oh, and by the way, all the other games, like the two Star Wars games I mentioned, they don't have microtransactions.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yeah, that's the reason why they're fucking good, because they're enjoyable without spending stupid amounts of money. Oh, and by the way, Star Wars Squadrons isn't even $60. It's $40.
I didn't get to. I didn't play that one. I should probably look.
And you get an 8-hour campaign, which is
8
amazing.
hours?
That's
Oh,
perfect
shoot.
timing.
Yeah, for
yeah.
real.
For $40, and then on top of that, you get the full-on multiplayer experience, which I said I highly recommend to play it in VR.
I love 8-hour gameplay. Honestly, like
Right, games
I
aren't
say-
too short, but also aren't too long. Like, they're actually pretty enjoyable.
for real. Like if they could keep it that way, I'll be happy as. Well, okay, so like if it has a story mode and multiplayer, dinner could be 8 hours. But if it's like just a story mode game, then I don't mind it being like 20 hours, 20 or 30.
Right, which usually is the basis for like the average mainline story of a game. Like when you look at games like God of War, if you play through just the main part of the story without doing any of the side quests, you're looking at about a good 20-30 hours. Even The Witcher, honestly, you play through the mainline story of The Witcher, that's about a good 40 hours right there. And then the side quest basically turns that into from a 40-hour game to about a 500-hour game. So
I don't remember. Because I know, like, it's just when you see the side quests, I'm a curious person, you know. If I see someone that I could interact with, obviously I'm gonna interact with it. You know, I try my best to ignore it, but like sometimes you just can't ignore it because you just see them standing there and they're like, "Why? What's going on?"
to be honest, there's a bunch of great ass stories that you end up going through. Like bringing out The Witcher was probably a good example for this because there's some parts of the side quests that you end up playing through that game, and there is a lot of really interesting side quests. Like you're like in a hunt for this woman who, by like midway through like the side quest, you end up finding out that she fell in love with the werewolf, and then all this other stuff, and like the werewolf also has a wife, but he's trying to get rid of the wife, but he doesn't want to kill her, but he wants to be able to be with this other woman. And it's like this crazy fucking soap opera shit that's happening on the side quest. Meanwhile, you gotta fucking look for this chick because she's about to get fucking murdered by the fucking wild hunt, and it's like, what the fuck?
Bruh. Is
Like,
it
hey, yo,
crazy?
I gotta fight this legendary bear before I fucking go any further.
For real, like they're making it seem like she's not even that important. He has all that time in the world to do all these side quests.
Right, and that, remember, that was one of the biggest things that they ended up bringing up about their game. They actually cut down the size of the game because they realized statistically that not so many people actually completed the entire game of The Witcher. And even though like a lot of people were kind of mad about that, I was like, you guys didn't even play the entire main storyline of the game. You just kept going around. Either you were playing Gwent, which that alone you could consume so much of your time with
Oh
because it's
yeah,
such a
that
fun game.
mini game. I heard
It's
it
a
was fun.
yeah,
I just never.
it was so good they actually made a side game off of it.
I couldn't. I don't. I don't. I didn't understand it. You know, it's like
It was Magic the Gathering with The Witcher. That's all it really was. So if
the
you ever play Magic the Gathering, you have more or less of a really good idea how that game
I was
plays.
trying to think of this. Oh, Hearthstone. Was it Hearthstone or was it Heathen
Yeah,
Stone?
no, it's Hearthstone.
Hearth,
It's fun, yeah.
yeah, I love that game. That game was fire. But then I lost interest in it, and I wish I didn't because I really did enjoy that one. I think I could
I
go
was playing
back
it for a
to it.
good while too, especially when it first came out. I was kind of into it, but I'm too much of a Yu-Gi-Oh player, so I stuck with
I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
think my cousin got me into that, so that's why I was so into it. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
that's stuff. Um, but yeah, they said Cyberpunk will have less of that. But I know Cyberpunk, I'm gonna spend mad hours in that game. There's no doubt about it.
Bro, I'm gonna spend so much time just running around because they even shown a lot of the stuff that you're capable of doing. And after when I'm done with the main campaign and all the side quests and that, I'm gonna play through it again, but in a different standpoint of the story, because there's so many different options and so many things you could do just right off the jump. Like just from you being able to choose, like if you want to be a part in the slums, if you want to be
Oh,
like a drifter out in the desert,
which one are
you
you
want to
gonna
be an
be?
executive person. I don't know yet. Like that's how intriguing this is to
Oh,
me. This
really?
is the
I already
start of
know
the
which one I'm
game.
gonna be.
This is how detrimental the beginning of Cyberpunk 2077 is. It's almost as hard of a choice as me picking one of my first three starters in Pokemon.
I'm gonna be a that street person.
Gonna be a street person. I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna either be an executive person or I'm gonna be a drifter because I kind of like the way how the story goes for the executive and like kind of living that lavish lifestyle and then possibly like turning your story into like you go from like riches to rags type of situation, but you're also like a more of a hero type character. I think that's so appealing, and the fact that so many different people are gonna be playing this game when it does come out. I might as well announce it right now. I'm not getting Xbox Series X day one. I am getting it on launch of Cyberpunk 2077. And Cyberpunk will be the very first game that I play on my Xbox Series X. And the
Okay.
reason why, and during that time, you guys will see other updates that are going on, along with uh, the streaming platform I'm going to be on officially. the equipment and stuff. I'm actually working on getting the equipment. I'm actually looking at a mic right now that I'm going to be using for it. I'm going to be getting a webcam. I've already said that I have a PC now that I'm able to play on.
So
Like
November's a
things
big
like
month.
oh yeah, November's a huge month, and surprisingly, not surprisingly enough, because in all honesty, let's see, this will be the 14th year anniversary on the 26th of November of Beast Mode.
Oh, that's right.
So
Oh,
yeah, I'll probably do it. I'll probably do something else too. For the commemoration of that, especially for all you old school guys who still follow me, who still have been around, who still talk to me, and that. Stay tuned. Where I'm actually gonna plan out something that's gonna be pretty fun and interesting. That kind of harkens back to the old days of when we first started Beast Mode. So definitely proud of that.
all right. So December 10th. Do you know what's happening on December 10th?
What's happening on December 10th?
I didn't even schedule the day off. I'm taking that day off because that day is the game rewards, my G. And you
Oh,
already
really?
know that I am always hyped about this situation. Like last year, how we got to watch it together. We
Oh
probably
man, it
won't
was
be
so.
able to do it this year.
Oh no,
But
no, we would if you want, man. Yeah, I'll invite you over. We can watch it over here. We can
oh,
have a live viewing of us watching over at my crib.
well, thank you. I guess we're gonna watch it together then.
See, there
But
we go. You hear
this
it
is
here first, ladies and gentlemen.
for real. Oh yeah, and then it's like no, I know you guys already probably noticed because we're already like minutes in. This one will be uploaded a little bit late because I'm getting my PC. I'm going to a place they're gonna exchange a part that I need to be exchanged, and they're gonna clean it so I could keep it maintained.
See, everyone's moving to PC, man, which is a
Um,
beautiful thing. Especially if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you're able to download both things for Microsoft on both the PC and the Xbox. You're straight.
so
You're having a good time.
once the list is up, would you be down to gamble?
Possibly, because the number one thing that I would say like probably won't be able to is due to the fact that it is illegal within Illinois.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I didn't mean gamble. I mean betting. I meant like bet as in like legally bet. Like we're just gonna bet
Have our
pizza.
own little fun stuff. Yeah, we're
I'm
gonna
not
bet pizza
technically.
and
You know what? That was my bad. I'm not from Illinois. A lot of people don't know that.
yeah, we're actually
I'm from
from
Wisconsin,
Mars.
so I
I'm
had to
from
go a few.
Mars. I'm from Mars.
Who knows? It could be illegal in Wisconsin. Anyways, it doesn't matter. There's no politician watching this, and if you are, please don't put me to jail. I already have enough on my
Donald Trump
plate.
calls us out in the next debate.
For
I'm on
uh,
to you guys.
this guy tweeted me saying that he there was something under the car and Oregon FBI and there was and he said it was for his PS5 money. It was a Val Cash and then we heard it from his podcast with Marmar 7. We think they're doing illegal betting. Which is crazy. I can't imagine that. I mean, those casinos. So like you would think if gambling's illegal.
There are casinos in certain areas. Like obviously, we have the one out in Rosemont, that which I think that's the only official one that you're able to go and like legit gamble.
Oh, there's
And
one
then
in.
other than that, like I know there's obviously the ones out in Indiana and everywhere else, but that's like obviously outside of like
So is
our
casinos
state.
acceptable? They're like excusable?
There's like only a couple that are
I know a
the
few
only
that's
couple that
close
I
by
know of.
me,
Yeah,
that's why.
yeah.
So
There's only a couple that I know of. Well, there's
interesting.
casinos, and then there's like little like places where you're able to play like vending machines and that. Like they allow
Yeah,
like
like the
that, but they
bars
don't
and
allow like
stuff.
full on like casinos and shit.
Yeah. Well, anywho, with that being in the set, I'm pretty sure no one does read the laws like that. I didn't, so it's all good. The only laws that matters is no
As long as video
killing.
games are legal, then we straight.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Video games are legal, and people
imagine
don't frown upon me from looking up all of the stuff that I look up on Pornhub.
if it was illegal. Like, that'd be wild. I think Australia was pretty close on it, but they just figured they're gonna make it more expensive.
Yeah, they were pretty close. Donald Trump's still trying to ban Tencent, which, if you remember, Tencent is
No, yeah.
they have under their banner, I think, PUBG and then a couple of other games, but essentially like
Oh, that's
Trump
right.
Trump is trying to go for like banning like Fortnite and PUBG and shit like that too, which I'm not really for, but it is what it is.
Oh, but you are for TikTok, of course.
Oh yeah, 100%
But
because
guess
TikTok
you know
sucks.
that third party TikTok called like Creepy, that one just got canceled.
Good.
They lost a lot of money, but I never used it. I didn't know what that was. There's a gaming version. I wonder if that one is still around. I forgot what that one was
Doubt it.
called.
It's called Facebook gaming. That needs to be taken away too.
No, I actually don't care about Facebook game. I'm surprised they still have funds, to be honest. Like,
Bro, wanna know what I've been hearing? And a lot of people have been talking about this within the woodwork. Apparently, Facebook Gaming is looking to give Dr. Disrespect some money in order for him to be exclusive on Facebook, which I think is a stupid move. I think he should stay on YouTube because he's been doing a really good job on YouTube. Like he actually has like 20 to 30,000 more congruent viewers now than he had when he was on Twitch. And that's saying a lot.
oh, okay. So, but, oh yeah, okay. So since if you're not willing to bet, I'm gonna share you guys with the bets I do have with other people, and I'm gonna try to make it complicated. You know, I might throw money at every game there is, just to see how much I could win. And I think I already have this one chick. She said she was down for it. So I'm gonna make a whole of the Google Drive, and then I'll share it with you guys on the screen. Obviously, and I'm gonna use nicknames on these people, so no one doesn't have their little legal name on screen or whatever. Privacy
Lol.
reasons. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Doctor Disrespect, far as that, I don't know. He could do whatever he wants, Mario. I'm telling
I
you,
know, I know you don't like him. I know you don't like him.
I'm working on it. I'm still working on it. I'm just been very busy, but I will get it done this year. I guarantee it. And then I can't wait. I hope I do. I hope you do make content on replaying on background right of his innocence, unless you could just quickly explain it on a podcast once the video's out, of course.
Oh no 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 no! Once you get a video, I already have a script and everything in response to everything that you're going to say. I already have everything that you're going to say, and I already have everything I'm going to say back.
You almost like Red from the Blacklist, I swear. But yeah, so that's what I've been watching too. I'm still watching now. I'm on season 3.
It's an amazing show. I actually do like it. It's a great show.
Yeah, I haven't been watching. Oh, I watched the. So I mistakenly I've been doing this app. It's called Clout. Whatever. I promoted it. I know a few people. If you guys follow me on social media, you guys seen it. That was a mistake. It don't. If you have time, then sign up for it. But if you don't, trust me, it's hard to get the money. You have to do a lot of things to verify the account. So I signed up for Disney Plus because that's one of the verifications to get $500 on Cash App or whatever. And then I watched the Molian, and it was a good season. Like I didn't expect it to be that good. In fact,
Nice.
I'm gonna wait till the next one and buy Disney Plus again because I'm not that type of person who's gonna just keep the subscription for no
Bro,
reason.
I stay on Disney Plus, man. Like, there's so much content on there because I grew up with Disney. Like, a lot of it's a nostalgia factor. Other than that, it's also like a part of my daughter. Like, she also loves like a lot of stuff on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But now that Mandalorian's coming back next week,
Oh, it's coming back next
man,
week.
next week, man, October 30th on Friday,
Oh no.
episode 1, season 2, baby.
So episode 1, season 2, isn't it? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, okay. I usually do season first and episode. That's why I got confused. But wait. So did they drop it one by one, or did they throw the whole thing in?
They're gonna be doing it weekly, one by one. Apparently, there's gonna be 8 episodes this time instead of 10, but we'll see how that goes.
So I won't be able to watch it till like December, which is alright.
If you want, come through, dude. What the hell? You can watch it weekly. Back in the day before binge watching was a thing, we were able to watch things weekly and have good conversations about stuff.
I don't I don't complain about that. I know people was complaining about that with the boys, and then I'm like, people forgot that you have to wait for shows when it's like in the works, just like on the channels. But I don't know. That's pretty cool though. I knew it was coming out soon. I just didn't know when. Oh snap! You have?
Oh, you know what? I'm about to show my age right now, bro. Want to know something funny?
All right.
Because everyone called me out on this, and I completely like blanked out about it. But I'm just not remembering. But I'll sit here and I'll admit it right now. I do not know how to add links onto my Snapchat.
That's why you have me, buddy. That's why you have me, because you know,
Oh, there we go. There we go.
six years makes a difference. Nah.
It definitely does, man. I'm definitely up there when it comes to age. Even though I'm technically, yeah, I'm actually yeah, I'm millennial. I'm a millennial. I'm an older millennial, but I'm
Yeah,
still a
you're an
millennial.
older. Yeah, I'm just a younger version. Cause you know,
Yeah.
aha. Nah, just kidding. I would love to be at your age if I can. If let's say if I was born around your age, like at least the exact same one, and if we still able to cross paths, life would have been so much better. There's no way. Like it had to be better. It would be quicker.
So
Like
all I'm gonna say is enjoy the youth while you have it. Not saying that things are gonna get bad, but
oh no, I
for
know there
me,
are.
oh man, I don't know if you know, but a lot of people have been complimenting me on like my weight and that. Obviously, like if you see my Snapchat and that, like I'd be posting up stuff about oh, speaking of Snapchat, because I posted this up on Snapchat. Apparently, there was this isn't necessarily breaking news. If you're part of the Call of Duty community, you already heard about this. But people have been recently posting up that they went out and they tested positive for COVID, and the last big event that they went to just so happened to have been the CDL Minnesota event that happened back in February. So it brings up some interesting stuff that maybe possibly some of the people who went, probably ended up like catching the virus, but it stayed dormant within them for a long period of time because they've been so safe about everything. And now that flu season is around and people are getting sick and that and sneezing and coughing and all this other stuff, maybe it finally caught on to them because he was saying that he hardly does anything at all. Like he rarely goes out the house, if anything, if at all. But when they ended up saying that, it seemed like it was dormant within his body for a while, and his body was sort of trying to kill it off, but it was unable to. He ended up posting that up. And there's quite a few other people that ended up posting stuff up similar to that as well, where it's like, months later, almost like it's almost been like a whole damn year in that, since February, but they're saying that, oh man, I got the virus and like the last big event where I was this, and before and after that, like I've only been around like a handful of people, mainly my family type of situation.
Yeah.
So definitely be on the lookout with that, man. Like this is still pretty crazy that we were at the end of 2020. We're still going through the coronavirus. We're still having issues when it comes to people sort of paying attention when it comes to like health issues, especially in Illinois. For those who are in Illinois, I feel so bad for you because obviously the indoor restaurants and stuff are going to be shutting down because people don't know how to pay attention. I blame a lot of the bars and the clubs that are trying to open up and trying to make things all hella normal when things aren't normal, but it is what it is.
What you call it? It was just, a lot of people kept saying it. I said it before. I'm like, we're gonna open up too early, and then they did, and then now they're closing it again.
And the thing that really hurts too is the fact that a lot of these people they bring up the excuse, well, all these other countries are, yeah, they are because they paid attention to what was going on and they shut down everything. I mean, Italy was at a point where they saw you outside, they were throwing your ass in jail. Like, come on.
Yeah, Italy had it right. They honestly did. Only
Like
America.
they're riding around their little Ferrari like cop cars and stuff, and over there, go see someone's grandma walking down the street, clothesline her ass, throw her in the car, and toss her in the jail.
But,
Charge her for viral terrorism.
dude, so yeah, cause like the governor interrupt the channel like twice already, 2 days in a row about the virus, cause they said I think they're gonna try to go to phase 4 next year in May. He said, which isn't bad. I just hope that we could actually get there if people
For
could.
the fact that we're rolling back and telling everyone that indoor restaurants and bars need to close kind of hurts us like immensely. And this kind of harkens into a conversation I had with you about a certain place that I do not work at anymore. But that ends up shows proof in the pudding right there that there's gonna be a lot of places that are gonna end up closing down sooner or later.
It's devastating.
Yep.
Um, But then, yeah, that's another reason why I thought they reopen up things, because so businesses could get a little bit of money and then just close it again or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but that
I
makes no
could.
sense because then you're wasting money and trying to gain more revenue by advertising to get more people in, and then when they come in, then you end up closing the place back down. But you spent all this money to try to bring people back, and on top of that, you weren't making any money while you were closing. So
Facts, facts. Um, but yeah, okay. So, well, I'm trying to. I just had something in mind because you said businesses.
I say a lot of things.
Damn, dude, I forgot. Anyways, oh yeah, because you're closing up. Is that how you wanted to close your segment up? Do you have any other topics?
um, really, other than that, just want to kind of shout out to everyone who's actually been paying attention to the show so far. I know it's only a few people, but that's literally how every other show starts. Joe Rogan's podcast ended up starting off with just a few people, and then it ended up gaining traction like literally a few years later, and then it blew up to what it is now. And literally, Joe Rogan has the biggest podcast in the world. And on top of that, he's been given so much money that he wants to be able to give back to the community. And I want to be able to get to that point with like our type of content and the stuff that we're doing, where we end up making enough where we're able to give back to the community. The way how he's doing it, he wants to open up his own comedy club. He wants to be able to bring out a lot of like, you know, lesser known talent, to go out there and do their thing and like, make people laugh and like, have a really good experience and then have them blow up and, be a part of that platform, coming from, he hasn't named it. I'll be like Joe Rogan's comedy store or something like that. But something like that, I want to be able to do that, but for gaming as well, where um we're able to have a good platform. We're able to have good content where we're talking, have great little skits, montages, have a great team that can go out and compete with some of the best of them in the world, and us being able to make enough revenue and then being able to give out to the world. That's pretty much how I want to address. Shout outs to all the people who are a part of the viewership. For those who go back and listen to a lot of the older episodes, more power to you. Mwah. I freaking love you guys. Thank you so much for that. For the people who are literally there the moment it freaking uploads and you hit that play button, mwah. I freaking love you guys. Thank you so much for it. And once again, thank you very much, Vile Cash, for being the partner in crime here, Mr. Gaming Detective himself, right here, bringing up some real good points, some really awesome things that we usually end up talking about. Of course, him bringing up the whole microtransaction thing actually put me into that whole tirade of having the rant that I had. That was a lot of fun.
I wish we didn't have to talk about that though. Because
Oh man, but unfortunately, that it is what it is. That's part of the gaming world right now. All we can do is really fight against it and try to bring back games back to normalcy. You know what I mean?
And yes, indeed. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys give me any tips. What do you guys want to see in the site? I know me and Mars said we're gonna play video games, going against each other and killing instant. I had to figure something out on my end. I'm trying to see once I fix my PC, because I can't, my PS4 controller. It's a hassle to make it capable with the PC, and then
I
I want to.
definitely have some. I have some ideas for you guys. Like when it comes to content, because I'll bring it. I'll bring it in the conversation here. File Cash did call me out on Twitter talking about that. I have all this talent and being capable of making all this content, yet I don't. So with that being said, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
For
Definitely stay
real, like it's
tuned.
hidden. It makes me mad because I'm like, yo, this dude has all of this, and I'm trying to think of it. Like, did it hit you at it like when you were 26, and then you didn't have that power to grind, or unless did you always have it in the rest of your life? That's what I want to know. Cause shoot, dude, like, I don't know what happened, but obviously, I understand, there could have been some, disappointment story behind it, of course, but like,
Oh yeah, I'll be able to reveal everything as time goes on and that. But definitely, it's been a wild ride up to this point. Uh, I can definitely say that I was bitten by the bug. I want to be able to go out there and create content and do something amazing for you guys out there. And yeah, that's all I can really say until I make the official announcement of what's going on. I'm currently wearing a hat right now that says something, and
Yeah, and he's not sharing his camera, so I'm assuming it's because he has something on that's gonna spoil
oh yeah, it will definitely spoil with what's to come.
yeah. And if you guys want any videos suggested to be playing in the background, obviously it has to be from my channel. But if you guys want, like, I don't know, maybe um
Hell, this would be the perfect time we could do B-roll by making gameplay footage in the background, me and you playing Road Company together, and then we just have that, like, have that for a couple hours, or even any of the games that we end
oh
up
yeah,
playing.
true. All right. I was just thinking for the meantime, but I think we could fit that through. Um, all right then. I am the gaming detective Val Cash, and I'm ready to clock out. So.
Well, I'm Marlon Morgan, aka Marmar7, the self-proclaimed Beast King of Chicago. I'm just gonna go ahead and shout outs to everyone. Shout outs to my number one fan. I will say her full name. Alice, Mama's Boo Boos of the Booty Schmooties Morgan. Uh, love you, little one. Love you, my awesome little daughter. And can't wait to see you soon again. Other than that, guys, I'll go ahead and close it out from here. Remember, guys, if you don't remember what to live for, just live for your legacy, live for your heart, and live for your greatness. Till next time.
Pot loading shots, got a lot from the block. Put in work, then I shop. If you try me for this knot, boy, you gon' meet the Glock. Full Nick, riding round, probably one in the top. In my hood, what it is, boy, pull over, stop. If you fuck around, up shots and probably won't stop. This the life I live, pay the price you probably would not. See, my mind always on motivation, I could be a trainer. Teach you how to work it and always see all the angles. See, this business, it done been all in my blood, boy, it's good. On my 9 to 5, serve a nigga quick, then count up. See you running.